DeCastro appears on The Homeless Romantic. Jose Chille DeCastro's Friday appearance on The Homeless Romantic podcast left his fans amazed and his foes frazzled as he stuck to old stories, tales of his time in jail, false claims, and, of course, his non-stop telling of Chillefied versions of historical events. DeCastro started the broadcast with a direct complaint about his revenue since going to jail. He claimed that his average subscriber gains went from $50,000 a month to $15,000 a month since getting out of jail. Likewise, he claimed that his monthly viewership went from 40 million views a month to 14 million views a month since being in jail, blaming both drops directly on those who are conspiring against him. According to DeCastro, his overall revenue is down 65%, and indestructible trifold sales are down 85% since he went to jail, a number that is questionable as before he went to jail, he was actively giving out more trifolds in his then daily 3-hour infomercials than he was selling. Turning to his employees, he apparently is back to 6 employees, 3 of them who are Muslim. He played up this point as he returned to his common theme of being a champion for the black community and how black people in America were not truly free until 1964. He claimed that the highly controversial Uncle Tom's Cabin was one of the books he read during his time in jail, which proved he had great affinity for his black cellmates until they all sold him out when he stood up to a guard on their behalf and they abandoned him when the guard started talking with a street accent. DeCastro said that he can only recall 2 acts of racism in his life, when he stole a black classmate's bicycle when he was 13, and when he made some comments to fit in with black frat brothers at a party in college when he was 18, which he was reprimanded for. He said that in prison, black and Mexicans were far more racist than anyone, and even though he was a celebrity, as everyone knew who he was from his YouTube videos, he was discriminated against by a group of black prisoners for a time until they were redistributed to other parts of the jail. The YouTuber re-endorsed Donald Trump, saying that Kamala Harris was evil and would be a nightmare for the country. He then praised Trump as Trump's hard-right backing of the police will open society up to band together against the police, and that he went into the fantasy that he would rise to power during Trump's potential second term. He did agree with Trump on sealing the borders, but widely differed as he wanted to stop all immigration and make all illegals citizens, giving them a period of time to integrate into society before the borders would be opened again. He again claimed that he was working with 6 of the guards from the Clark County Detention Center as he was recording their phone calls with him for a future project. It was not clear if this was for his manifesto, Segregation Over Incarceration, which he claims is 400 pages and will be released to the public soon. The manifesto features his thoughts on establishing segregated communities where people can be put into while their criminal cases are worked out. Everyone in the community will be provided free housing and will be able to work for the greater good and will be tracked via Apple AirTags to ensure they won't escape. Turning his attention to his lawsuits, he claims that he never lost a lawsuit and every one of his lawsuits are still active in some fashion. He claimed he felt that he was going to win a possible lawsuit against Officer Brandon Bork, who arrested him in Las Vegas in 2023, but wasn't clear if it was his current lawsuit against the LVMPD or a future lawsuit. He disparaged his current attorney in the LVMPD lawsuit, Michael Mee, saying that he wasn't a good lawyer and bungled his criminal case, resulting in his conviction. The controversial YouTuber was in the middle of talking about his lawsuits when the video abruptly ended. It's unclear if this was a choice by the homeless romantic, who seemed to be very into DeCastro stories, or by technical difficulties. Jose Chille DeCastro is expected to appear in Maryland this week to stand trial for harassment charges against former partner Colin Project Constitution Campbell.